Do you need a contract as a consultant? There are a lot of different ways you can set up your business and a lot of different ways that you can provide services. And depending on what is involved and the state that you're in and the type of business you've established, you're going to want to think through which of the services I'm providing do I need a contract with my client for? Which ones do I want to have a legal agreement about to hold myself and my client accountable and to cover my butt in case something happens, right? So Funding for Good, I'll use this as an example. We have a lot of things that we sell on our website, whether it's a webinar or a template, on-demand consultation, whatever those things are, right? Most of those are services that you can buy. We do work and send it to you. We don't have to meet. We're not waiting for you to provide us with some stuff so we can do the work. It's not a collaborative effort, right? If you book an on-demand consultation, it tells you what the consultation is, what's involved, what you receive as a result of paying for that service. We provide the service, and then that's it. It's not an ongoing engagement. It's not a contract. We're not providing you with legal advice. So we don't need contracts for those types of things. We have webinars. People can buy webinars anytime they want, whether it's a live webinar or a replay of a webinar. I don't need a legal contract for that either, because you're seeing what you get, you pay for it, it tells you what the terms of the service are, and if you agree to it, you purchase it. We have grant research that we provide, and you fill out a form that's a research questionnaire, you send it to our team, we ask you if you have any questions, we do the research, we return it to you based on what the description says we're going to return, and then you go about using that however you'd like, right? Those things we don't require contracts for. The things that we require contracts for are long-term engagements, anything that's an ongoing contract for coaching or consulting, working with a team. So any development coaching, executive coaching, that type of thing. Definitely going to have a contract in place for that. We're also going to have a contract in place for things that are very high dollar items like strategic planning or template creation or grant writing for a federal grant, anything that's a significant amount of dollars that I want them to understand this is what you're getting, this is what we're providing, and it's in a legal format and it's signed so everybody is being held accountable for what they are or not doing. They understand how they can cancel services. We understand how we can cancel services. We have all of the clauses in there about if they don't pay, if we don't provide services, what happens, how we stop services, how we end contracts, all that sort of stuff, right? So you want to think through, what is my commitment? What is my time commitment? What is the engagement required by the party that I'm serving? And do I need a contract for that? If you're a speaker for an event, you probably want a contract for that because there's a lot of different deliverables from you and from the organization that you're speaking for, right? So speakers' contracts are pretty common, pretty regular. If you're providing a webinar for a company that's paying you to present it, you may have a contract so they understand what your role is, what their role is, who's providing the software, who has access to the recording, all those different things. If it's your own webinar that you're hosting, you don't really need a contract for the people that are paying to attend that, right? So a lot of folks don't know what they do and don't need grant or contracts for. So you want to think through, is it a short-term engagement? Is it a long-term engagement? Is it a small amount of money? Is it a large amount of money? Are there things that I could be held legally liable for that I want to make sure that everyone has checked a box and signed a line and said, we understand our role. You understand your role. We're all good to go. We just entered into an online conference that we're planning with some other consultants, and we have a contract between us as consultants, but we also have a contract with our sponsors to say, this is what the conference is going to present for you, this is what you're going to provide for us, so that way everybody understands, because there was an exchange of dollars for that. So as you go about creating your services, as you go about deciding what you want to offer and how you want to offer it to your clients or potential clients, think through, do I need a contract for this or not? It's easy to create templates for your contracts and then just update specific spots within those contracts so you're not creating new contracts every single time you need one. And I do encourage you to use online software for that to make the signing process easy for everyone. Everyone that signs does get automatic copies of those signed signatures, and there is a legal section at the bottom from those companies, and you also have a place where you can log in and track that information after the fact in case you lose a document or a client loses a document. So hopefully as you start to grow your business and establish new or future funding streams for your consulting company, you can think through whether you need contracts or not and start establishing some of those now to make your life easier later.